Well, agriculture ranks among the most hazardous industries, and today we highlight important safety practices for confined spaces in agriculture during National Farm Safety and Health Week. And joining us now by phone is National Education Center for Agricultural Safety Director Dan Neenan. Dan, thanks for taking the time to chat with us. Why is knowledge about confined spaces so important on today's farms?
Well, I think it's important for folks to understand the dangers that are involved with confined spaces, whether it's a grain bin with the capability of engulfing somebody or a manure pit where you've got the dangerous gases that all you need to do is be around them and you can be overcome by the fumes.
And what are maybe the steps for entering a grain bin safely?
Well, I think the first thing you need to ask yourself is, do I need to go in? So there are now products coming onto the market that you can put into your bin that will help to unclog the sump, if it gets clogged up without you having to enter into the bin. So that needs to be the first question. If the answer is yes, I need to go inside, the first thing we need to take a look at is locking out and tagging out the power source to the auger. If you're in the bin with the auger running, you can be pulled to your waist in 15 seconds and completely submerged within 30 seconds. We need to check for air quality to make sure we've got at least 19.5% oxygen inside that confined space. Everybody going in needs to be wearing a harness and be tied off. And then the rule that's broken the most, especially in agriculture, is entering into a confined space is a minimum of a two-person job. The person who's entering into the space, and then there has to be a reliable attendant who stays outside, and their one and only job is to watch the person inside. And if they become entrapped or they become unconscious, that person's job is not to go in after them, but to actually stay back and call for 911.
Dan, of course, a tragedy can happen so easily. Where could folks find additional information or maybe even some grant dollars to help maybe find some of these equipment to help in safety procedures?
Well, there's a contest out there run by Nationwide Insurance, and we play a part in that for Grain Bin Safety Week. So if they go to grainbinsafetyweek.com, this year we were able to award 29 rescue tubes in 19 different states and do the training for these folks to make that happen. So it's important, for your local volunteer fire department. A grain bin rescue team will probably be about a $6,000 or $7,000 investment for them, depending on if they have, some harnesses or roping or things of that nature, so they can put it together. Then they have to be trained so they can go in and safely make that rescue.
All right, Dan, thank you very much for your insight. National Education Center for Agricultural Safety Director Dan Neenan on the phone with us today from Peosta, Iowa.